From the earliest days of kata training, performance and application have remained an integral part of karate. However, it is believed that the purpose of kata training itself may have undergone a change. Originally, katas were used to learn sparring combinations. They were practiced to develop sequential execution of techniques that could be used in life and death situations. As karate developed from a system of self-defense to a martial art, greater demands, both physically and mentally, came to be placed on the karateka. The purpose of kata became that of developing the component parts of the body. In the present times, kata training helps generate quickness by emphasizing the coordination of the various muscle groups. It helps develop strength by requiring low stances and large motions. And it develops power through isometric tension. In other words, focus. Kata has therefore evolved into an important aid for the all-around development of the karateka. There are three important points for overall performance of kata: contrast, extension and contraction, and timing. Some cardinal points on positioning the different parts of the body to bring out these three concepts are as follows. The first is the back must be kept straight.
Keep your back straight with lower stance, front stance, back stance, actually any stance. This is incorrect. It's also incorrect. Draw hip too much.
The head is always kept upright and fixed over the body.
Keep your whole posture straight upright.
The hips are always kept straight and level.
The incorrect. That is a level of turning. Draw hip too much. Now is level.
We will now look at it from a top view.
Always hip straight front. Body straight upright. That is the incorrect turning now. To draw the hip, hold the hip straight. Now is okay, getting back straight. All right.
The shoulders are kept down and relaxed.
Okay. That's incorrect. 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 Always elbow crossed down. Now.
Brush the elbows against the body and use the muscles around the armpits.
Now elbow is out. Incorrect. It's incorrect. Keep your elbow inside to the body.
Use the strength of the lower abdomen to control entire body movement.
Use hip strength instead of use shoulder strength.
When shifting, do not stamp the feet. Control the motion from the hips.
Okay, this is incorrect. Off balance. Incorrect. Incorrect.
Take proper support from the legs.
Holding strong leg and hip. Okay, that's an incorrect back leg. That's also incorrect back leg. Incorrect. That's a weak knee, weak stance.
Now we will take a closer look at the legs.
Hold the leg strongly in back stance. Also in the Kibarachi stance. That's a weak, incorrect. It's also incorrect in the back stance. The Kibarachi stance, weak stance.
The hands should be used correctly in the application of the techniques.
Straight to the target. That's dangerous. Oh, this is incorrect. Also tight your fist. Knife hand proper way. Stretch out your palm here. Hold the finger, put together. That's open finger. Now is correct. Even reach hand. Keep your thumb in. Use proper part.
Proper eye positioning and concentration is important. Always look at the imaginary target.
Don't look at the floor. That's incorrect.
Body movement should be coordinated with proper timing.
Let's move whole body together. This is the hand is behind of the timing. Foot, hand should be one smooth timing. Same time hand and foot. This is that hand too slow after the tense the hip.
Use of focus should be properly timed. You should not tense too soon or too late.
That is the too soon, tense too soon. Incorrect.
No wasted motion. Avoid unnecessary movement like the jerking of the head.
Now is over block. This is over block. This also over block. Incorrect.
Sensei Mikami will now demonstrate some basic Shotokan training exercises. First, general loosening up. Next, we will stretch the pelvic and hip joint, being careful to use correct posture.
Still keep your back straight up. Stretch front of the thigh and the pelvic joint on your right foot.
Stretch the back of the leg, tensing the knee and the heel outward. Control posture upright, keeping the body straight.
Okay, tense the front of the knee. Keep your back straight. Head straight up.
We will now stretch the hip joint by pulling up the knee. This exercise is for timing of your kick and speed for forward movement.
Okay, always keep your back straight up. Hold the hip straight in. Now pull your knee up to the chest. Have to repeat.
We will now stretch the ankle joints for forward shifting movement.
Okay, push with the hip forward. Also bend your knee forward. All body weight put on your ankle joint. Also training with the back stance. Keep your back foot flat with the floor. Put your whole body weight on your knee and ankle joint. Also you can training, face the wall, pushing further out your kneecap to the wall. You can check in every day how far you can bend your knee out. Put the whole body weight, hip joint, push forward.
The next exercise stretches the hip joint for the side kick.
Okay, turn your knee and the whole leg standing up. Direct your side kicking with the hip movement. Okay. Keep your edge of foot facing towards the target. Keep your knee up. Straight out, down. Straight out, down. Okay. Also, training kicking over the chair So turn your hip joint, kneecap, hold up higher.
We now will work the hip joint for the roundhouse kick.
Okay, pull up the leg, cross the hip. Also keep your body straight upright. Don't pull back the shoulder, keep your head straight up. Right? This also training over the chair for training hip joint. That's important. Hold left hand forward. Don't pull back the left shoulder. That is incorrect. Using hip twist, hip joint. Then return in the same direction.
Under the direction of Sensei Mikami, we will now demonstrate repetition training. This training is used to develop timing, speed, focus, and endurance.
Okay. Left foot forward. Left hand face. Punch stomach both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now one count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Yummy. Oh, yeah, come on. Now holding, okay? Hey, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now one count. 1, kicking 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, yummy. Now you switch feet. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yummy.
Back.
Hey.
Ready?
Hey, lower stance. Now 1, hey, holding the foot back. 2, hey, holding the foot back. 3, back. 4, back. Now one count, the kick back, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, change your side, your foot. Now skipping. Hey, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Hey, young. Hey, come on. Kibarachi, holding hand, stretching. Hey, 1. Hey, hold the leg, tense the knee, and back. 1. Hey, hold the leg, body up. Back. 3. Back. 4. Now up higher. You can get even higher. Back. 5. Back. Okay, now 6. Once more. Back. One time you skip back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, young. Holding finger touch each other. Hey, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now relax more speed. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah. Now roundhouse kick punch. Hey, once more. Punch. Let's stay closer. Hey, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, snap back quickly. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, yeah. Hey, come on. Hey, 1, 2, 3, step in. 4, step in. 5, step in. Okay, now I'll count the time. Hey, 1. Okay, 2. Now time in 3. 4, 5. Yeah. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now is the blocking counter. 2, 3, 4. 6 times. Yummy.
Sensei Mikami will now demonstrate the Basai Dai Kata of Shotokan Karate. Every kata is created with a balance of movement, forward, backward, and to the side. Apart from developing both sides of the body, the kata allows a karateka to gauge his own mistakes in footwork by noting how far he finishes from the mark. Unlike sparring, which focuses attention on only one opponent, kata visualizes opponents in all directions, a total awareness. The practice of kata teaches a karateka how to control an opponent from a distance. Intimidation through loud ki-eyes and perfect posture, slow movements to confuse, and also to control the pace of the opponent are practiced. We will now demonstrate the Basai Dai Kata in slow motion. We will now demonstrate the Basai Dai Kata with a slow count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We will now repeat movement 6 from a different angle.
6, 7, 8.
Now back to the original direction.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
We will now see the last few movements from the reverse side.
27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
We will now complete the form.
33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42.
We have just completed our study of the Basai Dai Kata. Basai Dai means breaking of a fort. Its characteristic movements are dynamic motions with strong focus and isometric tension, with hip movements quickly switching from one side to the other. Kata training is an exercise in the search for perfection, and therefore a karateka must always practice it according to specifications. However, when the time comes to apply the techniques, the karateka must do it as it is best suited to his personality and body. To quote Mr. Gishin Funakoshi, learn kata by book and find application by self. We will complete our training film showing 2 more Shotokan kata. The first will be Kanku Dai. Kanku Dai literally means a view of the sky or the world, and refers to the first movement of the kata. The movements are executed lightly with quick changes in direction. The final kata will be Jion. Jion is a common name amongst Buddhist priests, and it is believed that the creator of this kata was called Jion. The movements are executed with strength. There are many combinations of techniques with quick timing.